Hello everyone, Murray the Pieman here, going with some more Star Trek Online, specifically the adventures of Doug the Tellarite, and in the TOS era, and the crew of the USS Begonia. Now, this is me hopefully coming to the close of the temporal arc, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with Doug and whatnot after this. But before that, there's a big massing Klingon fleet in this system, and we've got to go and deal with it. Our old captain, now Admiral Garrett, he's heading it up, and Daniel's our temporal agent buddy, says there might be something temporally about this as well, so let's see this.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett, on board the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force.
Hi.
Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships, go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Acknowledged. Okay, they're not responding to hails. There's some other ships, a Perseus class, Daedalus.
Klingon formation is breaking. All ships, give chase.
The advertising other ships you can buy from the exchange on the water. Doing a terrible job at finding the signal. I think we should be careful, this could be a trap. Sensors reminds me of a cloak. Oh. Torpedoes on my mark.
Klingon ships decloaking. All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute. Concentrate fire on the cruisers. We need to protect them.
The mighty Federation has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender.
I thought Klingons didn't take prisoner Kor.
We Klingons can be gracious in victory. Though, should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly on one of the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen at previous Na'Grul incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline again.
Well, we can't do much about it here, Daniels.
Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over, past their shields. Once on board, free the ship and neutralize the anomaly if you can.
Fine.
Hurry. We're literally running out of time.
We're in the barracks. I'm not picking up any alerts, so we've got the drop of them. Got photon charges, we can disrupt the power grid. Excellent. Good thinking. Let's go. And again, like it was a TOS redress. The door to the left leads to an engineering section. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Klingons in here. I do wonder if that's the size of the charge. Where is she carrying them? One.
This is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
Oh. So much for the element of surprise. Yeah, I could see this being in TOS, the redress. Basically. Door's locked, we don't have the codes. Let's just cut it open. It's not our ship. There you go. Science lab, huh? Yeah, sure we'll bomb the science lab. Ion reduce charges. And one more to go. Probably to cut more doors, but again, it's not my ship. What do you think of this, Scabling? Are you picking random locations out? Disable the tractor beam and then escape in the Millennium Falcon.
You need to finish them now.
Oh.
All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them.
Ooh, I missed you.
Now.
Noted. Though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you.
Oh, there you go.
Pity.
We're all disappointed. I was hoping for Kang.
So you're the Federation globflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure.
Okay.
Bold or not, you remain insects. A minor nuisance to be exterminated, swiftly and without
Well, your
mercy.
allies are using you. They're just here to help themselves.
And in that way, we are alike, for we both are here to help ourselves. Today, I will take what I want in the Empire's name and use it to utterly defeat the Federation. And the Nakul? Should the time for war come, we will meet them in glorious battle. But for now, our goals align.
He's monologuing. Oh! Kick me in the chest. He does like doing that in Captain Kirk knows. If you're a tactical officer, it's actually a maneuver you can get. Haha, glorious luck. Oh, he's vanished. Okay. Charge is ready to go. Let's. I'm ready. Raptors are based on something enterprise at you as well.
This is Garrett. We're outmatched here. Disengage under best possible power.
You're gonna help guys.
Well done. Thanks for the help.
Nice work. I owe you one.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks for heading 265 Mark 10 at best speed.
I don't
Run while you can, Starfleet. Won't get far.
You did actually, the Enterprise model wasn't used on. I like maybe the TOS models. Lower detail. Again, like so that's big ship at the end is a bit more here. That's just actually.
Won't be forgotten. You've done us all proud. Give them hell, my friend.
Oh. Guess we're...
At least one Starfleet officer has the courage to die well. Coming.
And we all died. The end. Oh.
I'm
Ooh,
afraid
not dead.
you're dead.
Oh, I am.
Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces.
Well, that
Your
sucks.
sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech. But your ship was lost with all hands.
Oh, well, that's
At least,
depressing.
that's what's in the history books.
Ooh.
I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're
Already
dead,
done
we're giving you a new identity. We
It's
have
the
a
same
speed
name.
training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in.
Ooh, so
I
many
know this is a
pictures.
bit
There's
unusual.
disco in there.
But you'll get used to it.
DS9 as well. Nope. Got a new officer. What do we have so far? Let's see, we need an engineer, so let's get a... Okay. Well, apparently there's no room for new officers. So let's go to this chap. We're now in the future. Earth Space Dock.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first
No,
prize
he's a
last
cosplayer.
year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
I'm sure you'll appreciate it, Chief.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
I'm actually going to continue this mission as well, because, like I say, I should. There's that certain gizmo I need
You're
to
scheduled
get.
for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail,
You said,
after
yeah.
all.
So we have to go and see the Admiral by following this blue line. So yeah, this is Earth Space Dock. It's actually a redesign. It was redesigned a good few years ago, and in later missions you will see a bit of that. Oh, they want us to update our uniform, so apparently that's what we've got to do. Well, you will see a slight
Welcome
change
to
the
my
uniform.
shop. That's a fine replica uniform you have there.
Thank you.
Mid 23rd century, yes.
Mm-hmm.
My compliments
thank
to
you,
your
non-Garrick.
replicator. Now, if you'd like to update to something from this century,
I would not.
have a look around and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Hello. You can alter your uniform and look here.
Now I'm actually going to alter the uniform, but I will cut the actual process. So. And there we have it. I was going to go with the Discovery era uniform, but coloured in the TOS, but I couldn't quite get the blues to look right, so instead I have gone for the Picard style one from that era, because I had it, I've not used it yet, so that's what we're going with. So, there we go.
Now you're looking sharp.
Thank you. Now you might wonder why didn't I just stay in the TOS clothing. I had been tempted, but I thought instead I've already got a tune with that, so I thought I'm going to try something else. Now I've got to talk to this chap called Philip Cray.
Welcome to the 25th century.
Hi.
We've been expecting you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not
Your
meant to be
new
from the
cover
past.
identity is in place, and Admiral Quinn's expecting you in
he's
the
a
office
temporal
behind
agent.
me. Report to him for your orders. Remember, do not tell anyone about
Okay.
your status as a temporal agent. Your goal is to observe and correct, not to interfere.
Thanks. Yay, I'm now a temporal agent. I have my temporal agent. Yay. And I've got my temporal agent transponder. One of the things this does is it allows me to get some extra gubbins. Let's go for some space. Let's go for ground gear. There you go, I've got a bundle of ground gear to equip. That's nice. Let's go and speak to the Admiral.
I've recommended you for a command position on board a ship of the line.
Thank you.
There are several fine ships available for an officer of your caliber. Head to the shipyard to select your
I'll
new
do.
ship, then return to me for your assignment.
Well, let's go to the shipyard. Now, I believe I have a free ship token, so I'm not going to use that ship. So, for our filters, I was going to filter it by, yeah, only ones that can go further. So I can actually take Romulan ships, and I already have that one. I can take the absolutely lovely Constitution refit. I can also take an escort, or a science vessel, based on the nebula. There is also a refit version. Now the upshot is, I can actually pick multiple ships. The one I'm actually going to go for is a temporal science vessel, just if you're curious. There's also a refit for the cruiser. That one I don't have. So I'm going to go with this now, the old Daedalus class. I have a soft spot for this since reading the Vanguard novels, and the level was a Daedalus class. Pay that price of free. But the upshot is I can also pick another one. So I am going to pick probably this, just because it's pretty. Now, I will rename the ship that I will be using, but we will do that over in the managing ships. So I now have to. First, I've got to unbox this ship. So I'm going to ready Starship, which pulls all my equipment onto it, and I also will rename it. So, I should go and finish this mission. So yes, Earth Space Dock, where you can do a lot of things. Again, you can see spaceships in there. I think they do change over time. That's the revised version of the Oberth class. In fact, once I've seen Quinn, we'll take a little tour of Earth Space Dock, just because there are a few things to look at. And you won't have seen this in the others, because not Federation.
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's
dead crew.
best. I hope you're ready to get back out
I
there.
am,
A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it.
like a bucket.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase 39 Sierra.
Oh, this is actually
Starbase 114 is located in the Celis system in the Beta Quadrant.
wrong mission. No, I will decline.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem.
Oh.
Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry,
we're assigning you to make sure
there's
everything
currently a
goes
war with
smoothly.
the Klingons.
You were to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem.
Things happen.
Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Okay, Admiral. So, this is actually going into now what would be the Federation campaign. So effectively what would be, you'd start if you rolled a normal Federation character. Now, I'm going to tour Earth Space Dock and kind of catch everyone up with what's going on in this version. So we are now in the 25th century, just early 25th. Earth Space Dock, you can see shipyards. Every so often a ship will pass through here. This is where you talk to the Admiral. He's your first mission contact. Now, in this 25th century, General Martok was sadly killed by another Klingon called Jimpok, and they suspect species 8472, or the Undine, are infiltrating the Gorn, I believe it is. So they invade. There's a ship passing. Oh, that's kind of outdated Intrepid. They do change these. Here's a guy. Oh, thank you. So yeah, that's one of the things you can do. Earth Space Dock. But yes, so we have kind of that situation going now. We also, in Earth Space Dock, there is the tailors you saw, and indeed there are shops and stores. You can go and requisition ships. You can buy equipment, commodities. You can access a bigger bank store, and there's also an exchange. There is a shuttle bay with shuttles in. You saw that when I came in, runabouts and whatnot. And you can actually go to Starfleet Academy. We won't do that this time round. Now, you are probably looking. There's a thing I want to show you before we go to that very colourful thing in the corner, because we can actually. These are lifts, if I remember rightly. And let's go to the mezzanine, because what's on the mezzanine, and this is a nice touch. They've actually got this in all the communal areas. Not just that you can look out and see the ships that, yeah, there are some newer ships that have been put in, but there is actually a memorial to all the, every member of the Star Trek cast who's died. Not just the ones who featured in Star Trek Online as well, so you do actually have a full list, and then if you actually read the plaque, it's not just got the dates of everyone in a quote, because you have Aaron Eisenberg. You also have every minor actor, so a big list there, and I thought it was a really nice touch just to do that. Yeah, I'm going to nip back down, because the other thing I was going to show you was that there is a bar. Actually, oh yeah, these are just random decks. And they are different colour coded, so not many of them work. What's in here? That takes us back onto the mezzanine. At the end, probably, yep. So let's go back to main concourse, because what there also is this thing here. So there is an infirmary. Now, I may have mentioned this with Drukhara, but in advanced mode there are actually more things that can happen. So you have injuries you have to heal if your character gets injured too badly, and to do that you have to find an infirmary and you have to have regenerators. Similarly, your ship can get more permanent damage and has to come to a shipyard. But what we have here, we have Club 47, the hottest night spot on Earth Space Dock, and this was again rejigged. So you can see we have a bouncer, and if we go in here, there is a bartender, looks a bit like Mk'innon. And again we have drinking alcoves that look out onto the dry dock, and a funky dance floor. With a DJ and everything. And there are dance emotes. Now, as I'm wandering about here, wandering about the bar and whatnot, I was going to tell you what my plans are. These are the toilets. Yep, big queue. So, this is not the last we will see of Doug. Yes, he was there to run through the temporal agent story, mainly, but that is not all that he will do. Oh, there's just some seating up here. So, the other plan for Doug is that, my plan is, in fact, I'll beam him to the ship. My plan for Doug is that there are some missions which work better with a temporal agent. They kind of, it triggers a few extra dialogue options, particularly there is a big temporal story which ties in. And so for those ones, what I thought is, and I might just sub in Doug here and there because from some of the dialogue things, it just works a bit better. So what you might find is there are some missions in the general playthrough of Star Trek Online that I'm doing that I might actually play with Doug rather than Drukhara. And that is because I think they work better with a temporal agent. And that's really my plan.
Citizens of the Federation and her allies.
Oh.
It is my honor to introduce the official Starfleet Ships of the Line Museum. This undertaking, made possible by the help of so many of you, is to educate the galaxy at large about the history of some of the greatest ships to serve in Starfleet, and allow you to look at full-sized replicas of the ships, lovingly recreated and restored. Please, take your time and peruse this look back at our history. I know that I, myself, have already spent several days staring in wonder at these pieces of the past, preserved and revived for this day. After one standard Earth Day, the exhibit will move to several museums and galleries around the galaxy, but it will be visible once a year above Earth Space Dock and Deep Space Nine on this most important date.
Sure, that's it, guys. Hang on now. I had an officer. Maybe I don't. I knew I did. Let's commission him. I've not uniformed everyone yet. I will do that. So, there she is, the Nomad. And there are many enterprises that define. They do. This is a nice thing to do for Star Trek Day. You've got Enterprise, lots of Enterprises, the Discovery. And the Defiant. Oh, I forgot, I'm too close to Space Dock. We're not going to take a look at them, fun as it would be, nice as it would be. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed our little trip around the the 23rd century with Doug, and be sure this is not the last you have seen of him. I will be leveling him up, but just on his own until he comes to the missions that would tie in. So hopefully you will see more of him and you will enjoy. But meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, like and subscribe. Please do talk to me if you like this in the comments, or on Twitter at Pyman70. That's a capital P, capital M, and the number 70. Yeah, it would be lovely to hear from people. So until then, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you next time, where we'll probably be back to Drukhara or something else. Who knows? We've made a few of these videos and I don't actually know when they're coming in. But until that time, bye for now.